There's a lot of things that I love about teaching, but I think more than anything, it's being able to actually witness my students grow in real time. My name is Clare Fitzpatrick. I am a professor at St. Mary's College of California. I teach a class called There's Always a Lighthouse, the Case for Literary Merit in Video Games. I am also a streamer under the streamer name Professor Clare, and I stream narrative-based games and lecture series analyzing games and their stories and how narratives can continue to drive and move us. It was summer 2014, that was when I got my first PlayStation, and I got a little game called The Last of Us as part of that bundle. It was a story that lingered, and it was a story that I felt deserved to be talked about more than just in a gaming space. It had real merit, much like many of the stories that I had read and analyzed and discussed as an English major. So I started asking some of my English major friends, do you think video games could be literature? And they kind of thought I was insane, but I felt it was worth talking about. So, I've been teaching this class now for about 8 years, and I feel like I just continue to grow and learn every time that I teach it. I have had the absolute privilege of being able to teach several hundred kids by this point. We operate mostly under a Socratic method of teaching, which is based mostly in discussion. So it's really not about me getting in front of a classroom and telling people what to think. It's encouraging students to be able to think for themselves. At the end of 2020, I was diagnosed with stage 3 uterine cancer. After 6 months of treatment and fighting the good fight, my treatment was successful, and I've been cancer-free now for about 18 months. It has impacted the way that I teach, and I think I teach with more urgency now than I ever did, and more of an earnestness than I ever did. All teaching and all education should be rooted in love. And the love we have for our students and the love that we have for what we teach should always radiate off us in the classroom. My goal is for anyone who comes into my classroom to know that they are valued and their ideas will always be embraced. They may be challenged, but that's how we grow, and that's how we learn, and that's how we really take what we know about video games and put them in a space where they're talked about more openly.